Welcome back to another exciting episode of MiniGrinder Paints Live. I am your host, the Great Del Numo, the MiniGrinder. That's me. And who do we have with us today? A zombie! Yay. This guy. This is a Reaper Bones miniature zombie. I've already based him onto my classic washer base. Looking nice. Let's make him look nicer. So, who do we have up? For the skin, I'm basically going to do 3 layers, a dry brush in dark skin, stone gray, and then probably highlight with aged bone, I'm guessing. That's what I'm going to do. For his little sash thing, probably going to do the dark skin and then earth brown and then highlight with possibly the tanned leather. And then his eyes, I'm pretty much going to be white, but I think I'm actually going to base them with twilight blue. And then try to dry brush some white so they look a little smoky, you know. We're going to attempt that. We'll see how that goes. Obviously black. I actually have my black jar. If you've been watching me, my black jar upside down, draining every ounce of black out of it. I'm a little neurotic. All right, I'm going to try to do this relatively quick, so don't blink. It's I like painting miniatures fast. I also like painting miniatures well. That is way too much plastic. Brown. That's okay. We might be able to do some later. So I'm just loading up the brush here. The whole thing is going to get the dark skin dry brush. One more. Yeah, I can use it for the base. Back and forth. Don't need much paint. Never do. It's easier to see on the screen than my eyes. Actually, sometimes I cheat and look. Like right now, I don't even know what I'm painting. Dry brushing, it's, I mean, it paints itself. Miniature paints itself. Sometimes on the bone miniatures, the detail, you think it's not going to come out, but it does. You have to be real light with the paint. It's not a. I don't think it's a one-to-one resolution from pewter to this plastic resin. But it's pretty dang close. If you don't use a bunch of you don't use a bunch of paint, you don't have any problems. Classic. I get my hand going so fast. A little gyrate in action there. Get it going so fast that often just smack the miniature with it. Okay, so there's good dry brushing. Brown. Come on. We can move along as soon as the camera wants to play along. Here. Play along, camera. 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 Hello, camera. Hello, camera. Such a butt. That'll have to be close enough. That's close enough, right? That's close enough. You see it better than I can. Next, we're going to dry brush on the stone gray. Very small amounts. I didn't even clean the brush. I don't really care. So you don't want very much on there to start. And I'm going to hit the hair. I'm going to try to avoid the sash. This nice little dress he's got there. And I don't care about the eyes yet. I'm not going to like throw paint in there yet. I feel like I'm revealing the secrets of the universe. You don't have to take hours to paint miniatures. You can do it in like 30 minutes. I kind of probably take less than 30 minutes here. I'd like to finish this in 20. That's what I really like to do. I'd like to take a moment here and ask you to, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe to my channel. Share it. Um, Sharing is caring. So just show me that you care, you know. You share it. You know? He's already looking pretty good. He's really kind of dark still. Really kind of dark. I think I'm going to do another light dry brushing. Just want to bring out some of these tones. Nice. Looking good. One more. Should make it a little bit lighter, basically. Still going here, but not all over the place. I don't necessarily care about the hair. I'm not going to hit the hair this time around. Okay. Next, the layer of aged bone. So give them that pale, dead person look, I guess. Again, I'm not washing the brush out. I'm just carrying those that color along. Loading up very light here, extremely light, because this is just going to be highlighted. Remember. Look at that. Wonderful. Again, I'm going to avoid the hair this time. I mean, you get to pick your layers, right? I mean, think of how a computer would have to paint it. Make sure I'm not putting too much with the film grinder. Actually, just dipped into it a little bit. There we go. Very light. It looks wonderful so far. I don't know if you can tell or not. Okay. Too much, too much. I want it to stand out. I don't want it to stand out that much. Okay. It's looking really good already. Okay. Earth brown on the sash. We're going to pull out the detail brush for this. I'm still going to be dry brushing. Actually, it takes longer for me to get the proper amount of ink on than it does to actually do it properly. I'm still dry brushing here. I'm trying to be careful not to erase the details or get any on the cards. I'm also using this as kind of a liner. It's hard for me to even see this, so I hope you can. I think he's wearing jeans. Looks like he's got a wallet in his back pocket. don't see a lot of that detail until you're right up on it, you know. Just trying to distinguish it a little bit more so it doesn't look like he's naked. Naked. He's not naked. Okay, tanned leather. I'm going to put it right by the earth brown. There's plenty of earth brown probably in the brush, but I basically want to kind of make a halfway mix. It looks kind of like a baby puke. If I had to label it or something, maybe baby puke. That's the highlight of the reel. There we go. Done. Oh, I guess that's what his hair is going to be. It's like a baby puke. Maybe. We'll just add that in there. Why not? Okay. Kind of a bull. It's like a little blondie. Maybe that's what it once was. Basically dry brushing this hair. I do want the colors to be a little muted, you know what I mean? Or they all sort of blend together for him. Basically. He's essentially done, except for you gotta do the eyes. I am washing the brush for this. Okay, let's try this. Twilight this. Make a break. Twilight blue. Kind of thin. I should have shook it a little more. It's okay. So I have kind of heavy on the brush. Let me see here. Get on the first try. Before we can. Good, huh? Okay. So now I'm going to go back and try to hit that again with some white. Anyways, sometimes you gotta look for the little curve in the brush. Oh, 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 oh. That's okay. Come on. You did it before, you can do it again. It got on his eyebrow, didn't it? That's okay. All of our stuff's all still sitting out here. 15 and brush. As a highlight, it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and just hit it with a little bit of brown, gray. Not very much. Make it go away. There we go. Again. Looking good. Okay, so his teeth. For his teeth, I'm going to mix a little bit of the white with a little bit of the aged brown. There we go. Teeth are done. All right, in the sternum. That sucks. Okay. So, I have to find some way of filling that. Probably with a little wash or something. There's one more thing that I'd like to do here, actually, and that's getting some blood coming off of his mouth like he's been eating. So what I want to do is start with actually pure black. A little dab will do. Using the detail brush. I get very little on. I've never done this before, so let's see if this works out. Okay. Well, we're just going to add this little by little here. A little bit more paint on the brush. And more paint on the brush. Just grow up here. There we go. More paint. A bit more. I want it a little dark in the middle there. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and dirty up his hands too. He's been ripping at the flesh. Just dry brushing here with my fine brush. But I don't want to dry brush the whole thing, but just a little bit. I can get the other side. There we go. basically shading it. All right. I know I just essentially painted over the teeth, and I just did, but it doesn't matter. Pulling out some blood red. I'm going to drop it right next to the black. I don't want it that light, so we're going to start it off. Toning it down a bit there. Looks like I don't have to tone it down, really. Okay, I need to use my fine brush for this. I'm going to stop that. I better rinse this other guy. Make sure there's no white or something. No, what was in there? Okay. We're almost done here. We're going to wrap this up in about another minute or so, basically. Nice. Okay, so now I want to highlight that red. This is going to be more dribbly. That actually won't come out too well. Okay, there we go. So, one last little thing that we need to do, and then I'll show it off. The ground. Let's go and get the ground out of the way. I'll even throw some brown in there, or gray in there. Here. Just gonna sort of dry brush to the ground real quick. Too much. This is what happens when you dry brush with too much on it. Bleh. Just looks like throw up. Doesn't matter. It's the ground. It's easy enough to fix. I try to avoid dark washing whenever possible. You can see right there. I didn't do any dark. I didn't do any washes. Certainly. If you dry brush properly, you don't have to clean up all the dark spots that you filled in because you used too much paint. So here we go. It's all done. It's focusing on my hand and not him. Let's see if we can trick it. Hey, come on. Alright, so, one second. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Let's try to trick it. There we go. Pretty good. Let's get some more light on it, actually. Warm light. I'll figure it out. Nice. Thank you for joining, and have a wonderful night. Bye.